stress, overwhelm, the constant pressure to perform. Does this sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of us are battling mental health struggles in the workplace every day, and it's taking a toll on our happiness and health. But what if I told you that there are simple, scientifically backed strategies that can not only help you survive the grind, but thrive in it? Stick around because today I'm sharing 5 powerful tips that will transform the way you handle stress and possibly prevent burnout before it even begins. This is Healing Horizons, and if you want to protect your mental health in the workplace and live a more balanced life, this video is for you. Set boundaries. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Let's face it, workplace stress doesn't just come from deadlines and heavy workloads. It comes from not having clear boundaries. Without boundaries, work can slowly seep into every corner of your life. You get those late night emails, the weekend Slack messages, and before you know it, you're burnt out and exhausted, mentally and physically. But here's the truth. If you don't draw a line in the sand, no one will. You have to protect your time and energy. It could be something as simple as setting office hours for when you're available for calls or checking emails. But what about personal time? That's just as important. Imagine logging off at 5 p.m. without that constant nagging feeling that you have to check your inbox. Sounds impossible, right? But it's possible if you set clear expectations with your team. Boundaries create space for you to recharge, to show up as your best self. It's a game changer for your mental health. Prioritize self-care. It's not just about bubble baths or a quick walk around the block. Self-care is about making your mental health a priority, and it starts at the workplace. The truth is, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're setting yourself up for burnout. Stress piles up, anxiety creeps in, and the result? You're drained physically and emotionally. But there's hope. Self-care at work isn't just about taking breaks, though that's important too. It's about incorporating moments of mindfulness throughout your day. How about a 5-minute breathing exercise before you start your workday? Or a quick meditation during lunch? The goal here is to create moments that break the cycle of stress and reset your mind. These small habits can reduce anxiety, lower your stress levels, and ultimately boost your productivity. And if you think self-care doesn't fit into a busy workday, think again. It's these little acts of kindness to yourself that will keep you going when the pressure's on. Manage expectations. Have you ever felt like you're drowning under the weight of impossible expectations? Like you're expected to be everywhere, do everything, and still perform at your best? That's a fast track to burnout. The reality is, you can't do it all. And the sooner you accept that, the better. Start by having honest conversations with your manager about what's realistic. Set clear priorities. What needs to be done today? What can wait? When you take control of your workload, you reclaim your peace of mind. But managing expectations doesn't just apply to your manager. It's also about how you manage yourself. Stop saying yes to everything, just to avoid disappointing others. It's okay to say no. In fact, it's necessary. Saying no allows you to focus on what matters most, without sacrificing your well-being. Build a support network. No one can do it alone. Stress and burnout thrive in isolation. That's why having a strong support system at work is crucial for your mental health. Whether it's a colleague you can vent to, a mentor who offers advice, or a group of friends outside of work who keep you grounded, your support network can be a lifeline when the going gets tough. Don't be afraid to reach out when you need help. And remember, it's not just about asking for help during a crisis, it's about building relationships where you can openly talk about the challenges you're facing. These conversations reduce the stigma around mental health and create an environment where everyone feels seen and supported. But here's the kicker. The support you give is just as important as the support you receive. Be that person for others. Offer a listening ear. Stand up for someone who's struggling. Not only will it strengthen your relationships, but it also builds a culture of trust and empathy within your team.